What's good, everyone? Your boy the Soloist back at it with another Monster Hunter video. Millie Rock in this I don't know what else. What is this video about? Oh yeah, we're going to look at gestures and the other thing, gestures and options and stickers. That's what it is. Gestures and stickers. It's a video by Arex Gaming. Stickers, I have no idea what stickers are. I don't think they were in try, or if they were so not important that I definitely forgot about it after all these years. So stickers, we're gonna find out what exactly that is because we haven't seen anything about that on this channel. And the second thing is gestures, which is a staple of Monster Hunter. Think Super Smash Bros. With their taunts. It's something in the game that was put into the game, but wasn't a big deal. But you know, after so many years, there's a place for it. There's a certain level of importance of the culture of the game that falls into. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if it makes any sense to you. But if you play Smash Bros, I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. But gestures is a way to communicate. It's a way to celebrate after a good hunt. It's a way to, you're in the lobby to just, have your character gesture to sit down, to, evoke conversation with people while you're waiting and things like this. It really does make a subtle but very important difference in the game. So we're going to find out all about that and how it works in Monster Hunter World. So that's what this video is about. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, let's get it.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Arex here.
What's up, Arex?
Monster Hunter World video, and today, now that the TGS madness has calmed down a little and my coverage is all up to date, I want to take the time to cover something I haven't really spoken about just yet, something that ties into the more social aspect
that
of
monster
Monster
looks
Hunter,
ferocious.
and that is gestures and the new sticker system. This is especially relevant following the announcement of the digital deluxe version of the game and the fact that some of the bonus items you receive include 3 additional gestures and 2 additional sticker sets. For the existing Monster Hunter fans out there, you'll be very familiar with gestures, but stickers are new. So let's go over.
Okay, so we see there gestures is something that is very different from the game, something that I'm used to. So again, I'm not crazy. It wasn't in try. It's definitely new to Monster Hunter. So
absolutely everything. If you do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated. Be sure to comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Now, to begin with, as a super quick recap, in the event you missed the news a while back, then pre-ordering the Monster Hunter World Digital Deluxe Edition or the Collector's Edition will give you access to all this stuff here.
Right, which we have went through on our channel here. Definitely go and check that out. But we went through every single option, which option was the best option based off everything that you want. So if you want to, see which pre-order option is best for you, definitely go and check out my video on that.
To help you in the early stages of the game and nothing that'll be of any value to you once you begin to progress. So it's really just a throwback set for you to start with. You'll also get the Samurai set, which is described more like a skin, so assuming that's something that'll go over your existing armor and just cover up whatever you're wearing. Plus, you get 3 gestures, Zen, Ninja Star, and Sumo Slap. I'm going to assume the one we see here is the Zen one. As for the others, we'll have to wait and see. You also get 2 additional sticker sets, the Monster Hunter All-Star set and the Sirloin set. As pictured here, the All-Star set likely featuring a ton of noteworthy or recognizable characters, and Sirloin being a load of meat steaks. Plus, you also get the Wyvern face paint.
Okay, what about it though? What about the stickers?
But even without this, there are still a ton of gestures and stickers for you to use in-game. Starting off with the gestures, if you go to your menu and you scroll over the gesture section, you'll be presented with a list of 19. Now, do bear in mind, this was recorded at Gamescom, so whether this is the final list, I don't know for sure. But at the time, these were all that were available. Gestures, for those of you new to the series, are just fun little animations you can do to communicate with your team. They also come with an attached message, and there's also the option to edit their shout-out somewhat. Now, it's worth noting that I don't believe you can assign custom text to this, because these messages and the other text messages you can use are actually auto-translated in-game. Given that Monster Hunter World has a global server, you can be playing with people from around the world. So,
yeah, that was an interesting thing. There was someone who I've had a conversation with in the comment section who told me that the servers will actually be global servers, which means it has one server for everybody. So, Japanese players, European players, North American players alike will all be able to play with one another, which sounds like a good idea. But again, I did express to him that I wasn't too sure if I really felt the exact same way. I do remember playing online with Try and coming across players that didn't speak the same language I did, which is English. Some of them spoke, Japanese or some other language that was on the server, and it made it very hard to communicate on hunts. Generally, they went off and did their own thing, while I would, let's say we had a mission to fight the monsters, but they had a sub quest that they wanted to do. It made communication and questing very, very difficult to do. Also, it took away from the enjoyability of the game. So I'm really wondering how, this server, one international server, will actually fare when it comes down to it. I'm sure they're going to have options where you can enter specific servers that people usually title, English only, or you have some sort of caption or text that you can put for this server, that this server is dedicated basically for this. So I think the community will end up using that, but at the same time, I'm not the biggest fan of the servers. One benefit I do see about the servers being international is that you'll always have a huge following, a huge amount of people playing at one time. Perhaps that might overwhelm the servers in the long run, or when the release actually happens on January 26th. But nonetheless, they will have a vibrant and large community for all to play. So that's definitely a positive. So I just wanted to throw my thoughts because Arex mentioned it there. I thought it'd be a good time to to sneak it in a video or two. So yeah.
To use a gesture to say hello, and you're then playing with someone in Japan, the on-screen text that they see will be in their relevant language, which is pretty cool. What's also really awesome is that your radio menu, the additional quick select menu that complements the traditional scrolling menu, can also be customized. And you don't just have to assign items to this menu. You can put gestures on here, or even crafting recipes to allow you to craft important items quickly on the go.
Okay.
So, if there's a gesture that you particularly like, or you want to use frequently, then you can access it more quickly by mapping it to the menus, than having to, scroll to it every time. I'm going to let the remaining gestures play out for a moment so you guys can see them first, and then after that we'll speak about stickers.
Okay, so right now he's showing us the boast. 2 arms to the head, showing off the guns. Bam, bam. Call, yay, bro, let's go. Let's go, man, let's go. Let's start this hunt, boy. Taunt is like, bring it on, boy. Oh, no, that's taunt. Never mind. I was like, all right, let's go. We're here. I'm here. I'm ready. Good work. Hey, you did well, Hunter. I know you're a rook, but you did well in this hunt. Despair is like, oh, shit. Why do I get paired up with these stupid hunters, man? How do you not know how to fight a Jagger? Oh, my gosh, man. Cheer. Yeah. Yeah, cheering is probably one you're probably going to see a lot on the hunts and stuff. Jaggereth. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation. Let me know if I said that right. Don't kill me if it isn't. I will get it all by the time the game comes around, for sure. Take a breath. I like that one. I'd probably use a take a breather. You're out.
So those are the default gestures. Now there is one glaring omission at this stage, and that is the prompts, which again makes me think that this might not be the whole list at this stage. For those of you new to the series,
I doubt it.
Prompts taken from the 3DS version of Monster Hunter. It's kind of a traditional Monster Hunter dance, so I feel like it'd be odd for it to not be in World, but again, we will find out in time. So up next, let's talk about stickers. Stickers are just another fun way of...
Alright, so this is what we're waiting for.
They're these cool little images, cartoons of characters in the game, or palicos, and when you use them, they appear on the side of the screen. Again, at Gamescom, there were 2 pages with 10 stickers in each pack. Assuming this is the size of a pack, the pre-order bonuses will likely add another 2 pages. Some of the designs are really, really cool, and while they might not serve a great purpose in-game, or in the heat of battle, they will be fun things you can use when you're kind of chilling in a lobby before a quest.
For sure.
You finish a hunt and you're waiting to return to camp.
For sure. Again, if you're new to Monster Hunter, that might not seem like a big deal or anything like that. Give it a chance because the culture of Monster Hunter is very different from a lot of other games. So I think this will add to the essence of the game. I think it's a very, very strong addition, even though it might not seem like it off first glance. So I guess we're going to see all of them on the side. I mean, do we really, though? Oh, I don't think so. I think we could all see it quite clearly there. But, yeah, so just with that, so many different options I see. Will I be personally using it? Probably not all that much, so, I don't think. But
that is a look at how
it's good to have it.
Stickers work in Monster Hunter
Good
World.
to have it.
Just a brief look, since there's not a great deal to cover. But while we're at it, I did actually record all the options in the menu. So since we are on a somewhat related topic, since we are kind of scrolling through menus, I'm going to round out this video by letting you guys look at all the options so you can sort of see some of the stuff that can be tweaked. It is again worth noting that this was taken from the Gamescom build, so these might not be all of the options. There could be more granular options later, but for the purposes of the demo, this is what we were able to tweak. This includes stuff like turning off different aspects of the HUD, changing some of the control options, etc. So I'll leave you to watch this out, and then I'll aim to follow up with some more Monster Hunter World stuff soon, as and when more information gets announced. Obviously, TGS has finished, and we are all up to date on the news from that. If you've missed any of my TGS coverage, then you can find most of those videos linked down below. But the next big events coming up are in Japan, Osaka and Nagoya. Capcom have a couple more hands-on events planned, one at the end of October, one mid-November. I'm not entirely sure if they have any planned outside of Japan, but I would expect that there will be some more news at those events, so as and when we hear more, I will again keep you guys up to date. So for the time being, that's it from me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video.
Interesting, so you could turn off your sheath?
Take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.
I like that. I like that option. Some people like to have their item put away automatically. That might work really well for them. Personally, I like to, at least now and for what I remember, I like to manually do it. That's what I'm used to, and again, I generally tend to use the more technical weapons, so being able to have the control over it is how I roll. So you might like it differently, I mean. Sorry about that. So the reticle controls, reticle sensitivity. I like these options here, especially for someone like myself who's probably going to use a bow gun. I found a lot of times it was too rigid on the movement for what I remember. So to be able to adjust the sensitivity of it, I think will help a lot. And, you know, depending on how your character is, or if you want to be closer up and aim for specific parts, it allows you to master that ability more. Because I find that if it's too rigid, then you weren't able to, you know, hit the spots that you want to hit. You know, so those are just small things that Capcom has thought about. I really like the options. Some of the other ones I haven't paid too much attention to. But, I mean, we can get to all that when the game actually comes out. I think we have an understanding of what we came here for, which is the stickers and the gestures as well, and now we got to see some of the other options. But we have an understanding for the stickers. It's just another way to communicate. Small pictures that show up on the sideline, on the side of your screen, maybe to just even let your teammates know good job and things like that. But yeah, we got a good understanding. Yeah. So there we have it, guys. Gestures and stickers in Monster Hunter World. Nothing really to be too excited about, but again, something that I wanted to talk about, or something I wanted to see, because I had no idea if there was anything crazy important about it. To be honest, like I said, not all a big deal. As for the stickers, I don't personally think I would use a lot of them. I think I'd much rather stick to the original gestures. But who knows, maybe I might get used to it. It might become a staple of the game, just like the gestures have. I didn't think that was going to be that big of a deal. And again, having played Try a long time ago, I can already tell you from personal experience how much that is part of the culture or the essence of that game. So stickers has a very good chance of doing the exact same thing as well. So I won't judge it too much just yet, but again, a small thing they think about, which I really like. They thought about a whole bunch of little things, how to communicate. They talked about the problem that I talked about at the beginning, which having one international server might cause a lot of problems, especially with language barriers. That might take away from the overall game experience, because you are going on hunts with other people. So if you're not able to communicate with them, that is a problem. So you do have the gestures, which is one thing, and you do have you know, the custom greetings, as they said. It will translate between different languages for specific regions, so that works out very well. But they even took it a step further to have stickers, where we all heard the expression, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So that's definitely one other way that it smooths out how we are going to communicate across regions with Japan players, with, you know, Korean players, or whoever ends up playing this game. So that's definitely a positive, regardless if you're going to use it a lot or you're going to use it a little. So I think that's pretty much the only or the main takeaway that we should take from this video. And really, there isn't much else for that. So with that said, I think I'll end the video there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm loving all the support that I'm getting. I am going to make another video actually for the PlayStation community. I'm going to have that up and running. So if you want to go ahead and leave your PSN in the comments below, I will, you know, as soon as I get that up, I will add you to the community so you can keep up to date. And also, I want it to be a group in which, you know, anyone that's in that group can go on hunts immediately, or they have a group of friends or people that they know from before Monster Hunter came out that they can actually play with online. It's cool to meet people online. I think, you know, it's another thing, and also really enjoyable to know people before and, you know, go on hunts and do that type of thing, you know, when the game actually releases. So that's just something I was thinking about. Hopefully it's a decent to good idea. You guys let me know about that as well. But like I said, I'll leave it at that for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. It's your boy, the Soloist, and I'll see you guys later.